So I watched another British noir today for Noirvember. This one was produced by Betty E. Box, who was the sister of Sydney Box, of Sydney and Muriel Box, who I talked about earlier this year. She produced several films, um, post-war films, including the remake of the 39 Steps and several other noirs that I have not managed to find copies of. She also did, there's one called Deadlier Than the Male, which is like features Bulldog Drummonds. Now I feel like I need to find it because I love Bulldog Drummond. Okay, anyways, I'm getting off topic. So the one I watched was called The Clouded Yellow. It's named after a butterfly. It starred Gene Simmons and Trevor Howard. I am not a big Trevor Howard fan. He is also in The Third Man. Gene Simmons I do like. Unfortunately, in this film, she was not given much to do other than get a haircut and run around and occasionally tell Trevor Howard how great he is. Surprisingly, so this was a film that was written, I think, completely by a woman. Let me find the name. Sorry, I'm like blogging and recording this video at the same time, which is rude. I should be giving you guys my full attention, but I messed up a post, so I was trying to fix it. Okay, sorry. Okay, it was written by Janet Green and Eric Ambler, but it says all over the poster by Janet Green. I can't find anything about her other than, let's see, here's IMDb. Her name, she was born Ethel. Oh, she wrote Midnight Lace. She was the novelist who Midnight Lace is based on. Okay. All right. That's about the only thing that I've seen that she did. Midnight Lace, though, it's pretty good. So, anyways, it's basically Trevor Howard gets kicked out of the Secret Service because he fucked something up. So he takes a job cataloging butterflies, as you do, in England, apparently. Shot in Newcastle. And there, he starts living in this house with this weird old British couple that needs someone helping them to catalog their butterflies. And they have a niece who has psychological problems. As it turns out, she witnessed the murder of her mother and has blocked out who did it. When someone else gets murdered and everyone thinks she's the culprit, she and Trevor Howard go on the run because he's convinced that she didn't do it, and he uses all of his old British Secret Service contacts to keep them on the lam until she figures out, Gene Simmons, who actually killed her parents, or her mother, and the person that they think she killed just now. And this obviously happens when they make it to Liverpool. One interesting thing about those two locations is that they did film it on location, which I think was great because you get to kind of see what Newcastle looked like in 1950 in Liverpool. And the Liverpool stuff is shot in Chinatown, and they had an actual Chinese person playing the Chinese person. Always good when that happens. But for the most part, I was kind of bored by this film, and I didn't particularly enjoy Trevor Howard being very paternal with Gene Simmons. I felt like I wish her character had got to have more agency. Would have been nice instead of just looking scared all the time. But you win some, you lose some. So this was 1950s The Clouded Yellow. If you're interested in like British noir and or what Newcastle and Liverpool looked like in 1950, you should check this movie out. And if you like Gene Simmons, it's definitely a film for Gene Simmons completists. I don't think there's any Trevor Howard completists out there, and if there are, heaven help you. This was 1950s The Clouded Yellow. I forgot to say who directed it. Ralph Thomas. What else did Ralph Thomas do? Whole lot of things. He did a 1949 movie called Helter Skelter. Not related. I don't think I've seen... He directed the remake of The 39 Steps. I don't think I've seen anything else that he's directed. So, yes. Anyways, 1950s, The Clouded Yellow. Probably the only film noir you'll find about collecting butterflies. Because there's got to be a film noir about everything, apparently. I don't know. Gene Simmons.